Refilling the ink cartridges for the Canon MP160 printer here are as follows. Now if it's a new cartridge that hasn't been refilled before, best thing to do is to take a utility knife and carefully get it under the label here and just work your way down until you can peel the label off. Okay. Now once you have the label off, you'll see one very small hole. Now this one's already been drilled, but you'll see a small hole right here in the middle. This is for the black cartridge. The color cartridge actually has 3 holes. So you see one very small pinhole. So what you do is just take the drill bit and with your finger or maybe with a pair of pliers, just work it and work your way through the plastic until you put a hole there in the top of it. Okay, you could actually use a hot pin, or you could heat it up as well, but spinning it with your fingers and drilling it through doesn't take long. Then in this case you would take your black refill here and just get him, let's see here, so just push it right in. When you go in there you'll feel that there's this kind of cotton in there, so just push it in so it's in there quite a way. And then just slowly squeeze the top of the cartridge, or the top of the refill, and just do that for say 10 to 15 seconds or so. Okay. The cartridge will take, it depends on the cartridge. If it's a limited use cartridge that comes with the printer, it doesn't take a lot, but if it's a regular proper cartridge, it will take about half. See right here, about half of that refill. Okay, so after that is in there, what we want to do, let's just clean this off the top. Now what we need to do at this point is to get the ink flowing back through the unit, okay? Because what happens is if it sits or if you run it completely dry, the ink doesn't want to feed back through the bottom. So couple things here. Get a piece of Kleenex and soak it with water, and then just push it on there just to help loosen up all the ink underneath. Okay, and then the best thing here is to actually get your mouth and to blow through that hole, and that will, there we go, we see there, that will get the ink flowing back through the head. Okay, so once you clean all the ink off from underneath with a damp Kleenex, then blow through that hole, and then that will push the ink through. Okay. Now same applies with the color cartridge again. Now of course we've got the 3 colors. We got the blue, the red, and the yellow, or I think they call it cayenne, but it's yellow. Okay, so here we have the 3 refills: the blue, the yellow, and the red. So again, in this case, we would just, and actually I forgot to mention that previously, so when we've completed this, all we do is just get some Scotch tape and just cover it across the top. And what we want to do is really just leave a hole, right? Just cover up everything except for that one little path right there. So just bring the tape down to right about this point here. Okay, that'll leave one little breather hole here because we need to let some air in. So just put that tape back on top. So now for the color one, you would just, if we were refilling this when we peel our tape off, and then again we would do, we would fill our 3 and then clean off the nozzle at the bottom with the water, with the damp Kleenex. Blow through each hole and see if the ink comes out. So we just blew through the blue guy there, and then sure enough, yeah, we see the blue. Blow through the red. Yeah, you see the red. Through the yellow. Not a lot of yellow, a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to again put it on my damp cloth here. And also you can also sit the nozzle in a little bit of warm water, just like a 1/4 of an inch of warm water in a little plastic cup or something, and that will also help. So So there we go. Yeah, that came through better that time, so that should be all set. So when we're done, just put our tape back on, pop it in the printer, and away you go.